Hey, I'm Joel. Thanks for tuning in. As we all know, the last 2 years or so have been pretty messed up. People were deprived of the things that made them happy: family, friends, church, work. And because of this, the number of mental health issues really skyrocketed in the US and, well, really around the world. Some reports show an increase of over 500%. Depression and anxiety are debilitating conditions. I've been dealing with severe depression for over 4 years now. My depression didn't come from what the world went through in the last 2 years, but from other things, which maybe I'll go through in a different video. Dealing with depression is difficult to explain. I've always been a go-getter, the type of person who doesn't let anything hold him down. I always found ways to turn bad situations around and benefit from them in some way. But my depression went on for so long now that it became part of my physiology. At least that's what my doctor told me. It was as if there was a force inside me that wouldn't allow me to live my life. Usually I'd be fine in the morning, but as soon as something negative or stressful happened, it didn't matter how insignificant it was. It would ruin the rest of my day. I would tell myself to get over it, to move on, it didn't matter. But it was something deep inside me that I couldn't overcome. It wasn't that I really thought that life doesn't matter and that everything is meaningless. It just felt that way. I would watch motivational videos and give myself pep talks. I would try every motivational technique that I've learned throughout my years in sales, but it wouldn't work. I just couldn't shake the feeling of despair. I even went as far as picking out the bridge that I would jump off of, one that was high enough so that I would be sure to end my life. The only thing that kept me from going through with it was the thought of what I would do to my family and children. As difficult as my existence in this world was, and still is sometimes, the thought of making my wife and kids suffer is even worse. And so they were the only reason I didn't kill myself. Don't get me wrong, I love my whole family, my parents, siblings, and the rest of my extended family. But I knew that me no longer being here wouldn't affect them as much. Not because they don't care about me, but because I'm not a part of their daily life. I don't interact with them on a daily basis. I don't tuck them in at night or kiss them good morning every day. Our number one instinct is that of survival. Our mind and our entire body will do miraculous things to keep us alive. So they'd get over it. But something like that could affect my children mostly, for decades. And so instead of jumping off a bridge, I decided to get some medical help. Some of you may ask why it took me so long to seek help. Like I said before, the same feeling of despair or sadness will keep you from seeking help. You think to yourself, they won't be able to help me. There's nothing they can do to make this feeling go away. Or it was my ego telling me that I could do it myself, to stop being so weak and get over my depression. But every time I tried, an inexplicable weight just kept holding me down. So, on one of my good days, I found the strength to pick up the phone and make an appointment. I started out by meeting with a psychologist, and after a few sessions, he concluded that I might be a good candidate for medication. He asked if I was open to the idea, and I said yes. I don't drink, smoke, or take any drugs. The thought of me not being in control of myself isn't appealing to me. But I needed to get out of this hole, so my psychologist referred me to a psychiatrist, because they're the only ones who can prescribe meds. And after an initial consultation, she diagnosed me with severe depression and prescribed medication. I wasn't thrilled about the side effects it might have. It could make things worse and push me to actually end my life, but luckily it didn't. The first day after starting to take my meds, I felt great. I didn't feel that weight holding me down anymore. You see, your thoughts actually affect your physiology. It can get to a point, as it did with me, when depression becomes something physical as well as psychological. So the meds dealt with the physical aspect of my illness, but the psychological part was still there. I don't have much money, so I had to depend on government assistance for my medical care. So each session went something like this. "Hey Joel, how you doing?" I would respond, "Okay." "Do you feel that the meds are working?" "Not so much anymore, because your body gets used to it." "Okay, I'll increase the dosage. Talk to you next month." Medical only covers about 20 minutes a month, so those sessions don't really address the psychological aspect of my depression. I needed to find another way to deal with my illness. While social media may be the cause of so much anxiety and depression in today's society, it's been my salvation. It doesn't matter that my videos only get 10 views. Making them allows me to speak about the things that depress me, to get them out. And doing that is allowing me to heal psychologically. I'm still not cured. The depression is still with me. It's always just under the surface. I'm always a moment away from being in tears. That's how I was able to make the thumbnail for this video. But I am getting better every day. So what's the point of this video? Well, first to make me feel better, but also to help you if you're feeling the same way that I do. To tell you that even though you don't have money for a psychologist or a psychiatrist, you can get over your depression or anxiety. Now I have to state that I'm not a doctor, in case it wasn't obvious. I don't have a medical degree or any experience with treating depression or anxiety. I'm just sharing my story, and the things that I found are helping me to feel better. So take it as such and see your doctor for medical attention. Find something that will allow you to confront and deal with your emotions, with your thoughts. For me, it's making videos. For you, it may be working out, surfing, hell, flying a kite. I know it's hard to start, but do it on one of your good days. Once you start, it will get easier and your depression may start to subside. And for those of you dealing with someone who's going through depression, you have to realize that we're not doing things that we do or don't do on purpose. This illness may be affecting the person that you love on a physiological level. It may literally be a part of them. So try to be patient and be aware, because it's on those good days that you might be able to get through to that person and convince them to get help. In the end, you, the person that's suffering from the depression, have to take the first step to your recovery. The second step will get easier, and the third even more so. And eventually you'll feel that you're on the road to recovery. I know you want to. Nobody wants to feel this way. It sucks. But you're the only person who can get you to move in the right direction, to free yourself from the prison of depression. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it and want to show your support, click the like button and share this video. And if you're going through or have someone that's going through depression, share your story in the comments. You never know where you might find someone who can help. Also, check out Consequential Gear's Instagram account in the links below. I'm sure you'll like something you see, and it's going to help this channel move forward and grow. As always, have a happy and successful day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.